So they'll set up something that the public will know about, but really something else now. For example, in 1947 in Roswell, New Mexico, 2 alien craft went down near Roswell. One hovered a little longer and went north of Roswell. The other one went south almost directly near Roswell. That was discovered by an archaeology team that was working out in the area. They discovered this saucer craft stuck hid in the ground. There were dead aliens, 5, and one was still alive. They took the alive alien to Area 51, and they set up an apartment for him. He lived for another 5 years. During his stay here, he told our scientists a lot of things that their civilization is doing and have done. The other spacecraft was found 2 years later on a ranch. 2 ranchers were walking, you know, those parcels are huge. Their ranches are like thousands, like miles in size. They found this other one, and all the aliens there were dead, and they were really decomposed. They were way beyond any, but they gathered the remains and took them to Area 51. So what did we find out? We found out that there's another planet similar to Earth. They have an atmosphere, they have water, they have people, they grow agriculture, and they don't talk the same way we do, but this one girl, there was a big presentation here that came down in 1965 where our astronauts were prepared to do an exchange project. It's called the NASA Serpo Exchange Project. This is public information. It's true. But most people will not believe it because they don't want to believe it. It's way beyond their mind and thinking. But NASA doesn't think today. They think like several years down the road. That's all. They've always done that. So if you're saying, can we go to Mars? They're going to say we've already been there. Maybe they have. You don't know. I mean, things happen. But anyway, so to speak, Serpo is a planet. It's in the Zeta Reticuli binary system. Binary means there's 2 stars. One is bright, the other one's dim. So you never see, it's hard to see the dim one because the bright one takes over. But their suns are 2. It's a binary star. So they have 2 suns. The solar radiation is much more powerful there. They don't have the protection that we have, like ozone layers, you know, that protect the harmful rays from the sun. So that's different there in that way. But these people have been visiting Earth for some time. It's dating back 5,000 years ago. And there are known landing sites in South America that have been discovered by aliens. The Ebens, which are on the planet Serpo, are very friendly. They are kind of like our protectors. Their weaponry is pulsators. They can shoot something and it disappears. So we don't want to mess with them. There's ice at the North Pole, and the speed of travel from Earth in 1965, 12 astronauts aborted a alien craft, 2 crafts. We took 3 jeeps, trailers, and all the rations and supplies, and it was 40 tons of material that we took. 10 men and 2 women went on this journey. It was very top secret. JFK, Kennedy, was the one that authorized it. President Johnson took over when Kennedy was assassinated in 1963. I joined the Air Force Intelligence in 1963. Did a lot of satellite work, and similar to what NASA does. So anyway, in 1965, the spacecraft, the two smaller crafts joined up into the very, very large craft that was parked between the backside of the moon and Mars. That's where they park it. And they joined up with that one, and they went on up to their planet in 10 months it took them to travel. Can anybody calculate if you use 39 light years from Circle to Earth, 39 light years? That's 240 trillion miles in 10 months. You couldn't, our spacecraft, there's nothing that we know that we do could ever get there in 10 months. No, there's no way. They're traveling faster than the speed of light. Speed of light is 186,000 miles per second. Every second, 186,000. Boom, 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 just like that. They're traveling over that. And how they do it? Their technology is far superior to ours, but they're telling us how to do things. They're scientists, and we're still working with them. So anyway, you have antimatter. They've solved that. Antimatter is the matter that's in front of their craft. They go in wormholes, and they're able to accelerate way beyond speed of light speed. It took 10 months to get up there in 1965. In 1978, they came back with the 8 astronauts. 2 died up there, and 2 remained. 1 woman, 1 guy decided that life was better than they thought than Earth, and they stayed up there. So 8 came back. The last survivor of the first team up there died in 2003. And what the one symptom was on their stay up there was the solar radiation. It poisoned them, and they've got a kind of a cancerous situation that happened with that. But while they were there, they have what they call a soccer game. The ball is about this big. It was explained, and all of this information is available because they came back and did a 1-year debriefing. That means they told NASA everything they knew about what they did while they were up there, and they took 1 year in debriefing, which means put this document together, and it's pretty awesome. A lot of the reports that I've been reading about are very scientific and way beyond a normal scope of review, but that's the planet Circle, and so.
It's pretty cool. You guys have any questions? We've got about a minute and a half left.
Yeah.
Are aliens actually real?
Well, okay, let me tell you. In 1965, delegates from all over the world were selected, handpicked, told if you say a word, you're dead. You can't
I've
say
been by
anything.
Area 51.
Okay, so they came to this island. It's called the Johnson Atoll,
Hang on a second.
and they're real.
They are.
Yes, very real. They have a heart like their blood is slightly less red than ours. The girls have babies just like we do here in the It's the same thing.
Pretty crazy.